Hey guys, this is Ant, and this is the China Files. This is I believe this is episode 5 now. I'm not sure, I'll have to check. But in any case, I'm still in Guangxi province. I'm still living in Yulin, a city of 1 million people. And yeah, I haven't really been anywhere else yet. And I'm starting to feel, this is after a couple months, I'm starting to feel the effects of not having comfort foods, not having certain things. And so I heard a story from a couple of the other teachers that were passing through, that if you're willing to do a 4 or 5 hour train ride to go to Nanning, they had a store called the Pantry, which was a Western grocery store. You could get things like cornflakes, peanut butter, I can't even remember, proper cheese, things like that you simply could not get in Yulin anywhere. They did not have a large enough foreign market. Apparently Nanning, being a bigger city, had enough foreigners that it was worthwhile somebody opening it up. So we literally were going to get onto a train and go 4 or 5 hours away just to go shopping in a very overpriced Western grocery store. So we did. So this picture that you're looking at here is the outside of the Yulin train station. Not a very exciting place by any means. A big hotel there right outside the train station. A circle, a little dead-end road here. Not a heck of a lot of traffic, but that was Yulin 20 years ago. Just not a heck of a lot going on. It was a smaller city. And here's a slightly larger picture. I don't know why the other one was so small. Again, 1 megapixel camera. I wish I could show you videos that I took back then, but they're so grainy and poor quality. It really wouldn't be worth it. Video capture technology was not what it should have been. Well, not what it could have been back then anyway. It's horrible. Yeah, so this again is the area outside. Lots of taxis parked over here, as you can see. The bikes running up. These guys will be private drivers that'll take you anywhere you want to go. You always get swarmed whenever you come out of a train station or airport in China with private drivers trying to get your attention before you get to the taxis. But either way, they're going to try to take you for a ride. So yeah, people coming and going on these little bikes. Very, very well organized. It was really easy to deal with the train station. Not a super busy place. This is our group of people down here. One of our Chinese friends that was with us, she went to get the tickets for everyone. And then this was the train. Very, very old style, rustic train, nothing modern, no air conditioning, no amenities, no TV or music or anything like that. Just pure hard seats and yeah, windows to open. So as we were traveling along, I shot a few pictures hanging out of the window of the train. In some cases like this, literally hanging out of the side of the train. And the seats were not soft. They were just plastic benches or wooden benches, and 3 to a seat. Now, luckily, we were grouped together. We had a little table, and we all could share a seat together on this side. And then, of course, there was another couple. The same girl. She just likes to be in all the pictures. That's Kiki. Really great girl. She's just in all the pictures. But yeah, this was our transportation. We went with a group of people. The inside train, you put your luggage up top, and this guy walks around trying to sell you bottles of water or strange little snacks that you may or may not want to eat. And this is the countryside, and in Yulin at that time, this really was countryside. You'd see the big farmers' fields, and then these just little homes, again, these concrete and brick homes all along. This was really beautiful. It was such a foggy day. It would have been nice if it would have been clear. But yeah, this just goes on for miles. Not much in the way of civilization anywhere. I mean, in this lifestyle, you work and you eat. You work, you eat, and you sleep. Maybe you watch a little TV. Maybe do a little gambling. That's about it. I like this picture. Got the water buffalo, and you got the different fields. And here's this probably has a name. It's probably a village. I would not know what it is, but probably a pretty interesting place to spend a night or two. Definitely. Though I guarantee there's no air conditioning in that entire place. You're living raw. You need more fields along the way. a little township here actually has a water elevator in it. Some bigger buildings, some parks, it looks like. And again, empty buildings that never got finished. Across a big river at one point, I'm not sure the name. Quite large boats, ships. So these are definitely hauling things from mines or different manufacturing. Oops. And then, of course, we hit the big city. We hit Nanning, the capital city of Guangxi province. So we start seeing some larger buildings, 30, 40, even 50 stories, which at that time blew my mind since we didn't have anything bigger than 25 or 30 in Edmonton. So these were already monoliths, but nothing compared to what I later learned. So yeah, we started tooling around the city. This was just basically me looking around from the bus. So we hopped on a bus. Oh, here's a picture of the train station. So that on the other side is a sleeper train. So we didn't go on the sleeper train. We just went on the seating train, which is good. Wouldn't have been nearly as comfortable 5 hours on a sleeping train if you're not sleeping. So here we are coming outside of the train station. I'm not sure. I think this is a giant hotel. So here we are exiting. Again, it's funny how in China, everywhere you go, every city will have Chinese and English. Even though it's not a bilingual country at all, they have English everywhere. So this is Stacy. I can't remember this couple's name. They lived in Beilou. They had just come to town to go with us to Nanning for shopping. So we're all making our way off the train. We've got our luggage. And now Kiki is going to find out how to get to our hotel. Yeah, and we're kind of wondering, does she really know where our hotel is? We love Kiki, but we weren't really sure if she knew what was going on. But she was a native from Guangxi province, so if anybody was going to get us there, it was her. And there she is. Such a great girl. I liked her a lot. And then there was this girl. I can't remember her name offhand. Mary Will. All she concerned herself was getting laid. She just wanted to get laid in China so badly. She'd been there a long time, and men didn't talk to her, and it just bothered her. Oh, poor girl. So yeah, here we go. We got the kind of wavy, fancy. They like wavy things in China. So this is obviously a train had just come in, and all the people were coming off and heading to their destinations. More people, just people everywhere, swarms. This is the square out in front. So you see the difference in Yulin. There were no people. In a bigger city like Nanning, there's just people everywhere, little babies and their babushka thingies. Little store, little shop, just sitting as you're coming out. Seeds, snacks, cookies, suckers, things like that. Probably fresh food as well. Still talking about boys. And then we had to navigate ourselves to where the buses go. So we had to kind of fight our way through the throngs of taxis and people. And as you can see, street lights, things like that. They even if they had them, people wouldn't follow them. It's just always like this. It's chaos. Here we go, another picture of the square out front. I think once we got to the other side away from the train station, it started thinning out a bit. But yeah, there's people hanging out, milling about, doing their stuff. And then, of course, you get on the bus and 5 minutes away from the train station, you run into kind of desolation. Fruit vendors selling bananas and oranges. Bananas and oranges, as far as the eye can see, as long as you're looking for bananas and oranges, we got your bananas and oranges. And again, no grass, nothing done here, and yet the train station's right across the street. Oopsie. And this is how they do parks and grass in China. They'll put all the construction waste and stuff here and then just kind of throw a bit of dirt and sod on top. It's not as effective as it could be. Yeah, so lots of these little vendors selling stuff along the side of the road for people coming off the train, picking up a little food before they get home. There we go. There's one of those tricycle bikes, non-powered, I'm guessing, by the fact that two guys have to push it. Once they get it pedaling, then I guess it might be a little bit easier. But this again is right outside the main train station, so it's still, even though it's the capital city in a big city, it's still a small place. Again, we're here just looking at. Here we go, people. These are shoe shine places where you'd sit down and these ladies would shine your shoes. We sat there for 50 cents. Just the roads, the buildings. This obviously is a very, very old building. Been there forever. Love this. This is my favorite part of China. I love these streets where you can walk along, and even though it's the same fruit you've seen a million times, it just always looks different. It always looks cool. This looks like a school where they have the security guarded gate keeping people out that aren't supposed to be there. You know, when this bridge was new, it was gorgeous. It was pure pearly white, nice carvings. Now it's just with such a humid and hot environment, everything's sticky. It doesn't last. Again, a million little shops, shop, just everything. That's the best thing about China is everything you could possibly need is in your neighborhood, whether it's the hardware store, the drugstore, the supermarket, the butcher, the baker. Everything is in this strip. You will always be able to get everything you need within walking distance. Stacy was a little bit upset to see the homeless man, but there's homeless people everywhere, unfortunately. Nowhere is excluded. Nanning is a motorcycle city. I've never seen so many motorcycles in my life other than Bangkok. And yeah, crazy amounts of motorcycles. This is just the parking outside of one of the buildings downtown. Again, rows upon rows on the streets of motorcycles. There's no point getting into this, trying to fight with these guys. You're going to go around. And this was kind of sad. It's like, oh, McDonald's. And this was just the beginning. They had maybe 1 or 2 McDonald's in the city. Now in China, you'll find a McDonald's every 2 blocks. Guaranteed you'll find a McDonald's and or a KFC, if not more, every 2 blocks. It's sad. Now this I liked in Nanning. We have some modern type of architecture. You see a spaceship. This is coming out of a nightclub. We didn't, of course, go into the nightclub, but it looked really cool. A big fancy restaurant, you know, where you have the ladies outside that greet you and bring you in. This was a giant fancy hotel. Another giant hotel, but not quite as fancy. Nice restaurant, it looks like, down there. Pizza Hut in China, delivery on bicycles, baby. That's the only way to go. And I like this outside the, I think this is the Industrial Bank of Commerce, where they have the modern and the old. The modern and the old. I really like those statues. I thought they were neat. And then, of course, more lions. And I thought this was neat, too. They had LED displays showing at least the temperatures and stuff, so I knew what the temperature was. And now we're figuring out, okay, are we ever going to be able to find this Western store? Well, it's too late now. We found the hotel. Standard hard beds, the light switches, the radio switches, everything right here. We all bunked out for the night, got up in the morning, ready to go. We had our luggage and everything, but we hopped onto the bus. Kiki was very excited on the bus. And we found the pantry, the Western food store. You see how big this is right here with the 5 of us standing in it and the child. The rest of the store is exactly the same size this way. It's a closet. Very, very few products. I mean, the place was packed with products, but very, very limited supply. I got a couple cans of soup. Like I said, got cornflakes, peanut butter. I got some white bread. I got some American chocolate. But yeah, we all bought great big bags of food. This was our goal. This was our destination. We had to travel 5 hours, stay overnight in a hotel, get up, make our way to this place after doing a little sightseeing, and then head back to the train station, all just to get a few little comfort foods. So that is my adventure in Nanning. My second adventure was when I got married. It's because that's where foreigners have to get married in Guangxi province. So yeah, but that's a different story for a different day. Needless to say, this was an exciting trip. The trains were awesome. The city of Nanning was awesome. The fact we could get some comfort food. It was the first and only time I ever went there to the pantry. After that, I just learned to live without until we moved along to another bigger place. But that's a story for another day. Stay tuned for the next episode when we're going to be talking about my trip to the Chinese Hawaii. And no, I'm not talking about Sanya, which is the island on off the southern coast. I'm talking about a place that's right on the tip of the southern coast. And it's the Chinese Hawaii. And yeah, we'll take a look in the next video.